welcome back to my channel. Today is another Coffee with Kenzie video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I finally had a topic that's been on my mind lately and that I wanted to just kind of talk with you all about, get your opinions, and just things like that. The topic that I'm going to be discussing today is anxiety. Anxiety is not really something that I have problems with. It's kind of part of my life, and I'm sure some of you who have anxiety, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anxiety isn't really something that just kind of like, I kind of have it. It's like if you have anxiety, you have anxiety. And throughout my life, I really didn't think I had it, and honestly, I didn't really realize what it was. You know, the word anxiety is kind of thrown around a lot in our society. You know, like I have anxiety, blah, 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 take a pill for it and you're fine. That is not the case. Throughout my life, I worried a lot about everything. Little things, big things, things that were going to happen, that weren't going to happen. And I just thought I worried a lot. And I grew up, my grandmother, she always worries. So I was just like, well, it runs in the family, no big deal. It's just me worrying. And then as I got older, I noticed situations where this feeling would come up, and it was in certain situations, I would get that same feeling. And I was like, well, this is kind of weird. This isn't really just worrying. I feel like something's happening. And when you have anxiety, if any of you all have it or if you don't, it is just this feeling of you're super, super anxious. You're so nervous. You kind of feel sick. It's like you're on the edge, like all the time. Like you just feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just you're anxious, you're nervous, you feel sick at your stomach, you don't know what's going to happen. And it just makes you feel overwhelmed. That's kind of how I explain it. You're just overwhelmed. That's how you feel. And over time, I realized that I had it. And I didn't really want to say that I had it because, I mean, people just kind of throw it around. It's just kind of like not taken seriously, I guess you could say. But honestly, anxiety is one of those things that you have to take seriously. If you're someone who has it, you understand how bad it can get. And there have been times where it's just so overwhelming. It's just like you feel like you're going crazy and you just don't know how to handle it. And you just try to calm yourself down, but it's just like you can't do it. And for those of you who are taking medicine for it, you know, if it helps, that's great. I'm just one of those who I don't feel like medicine is going to help me. Any disorder, I feel like you have to work it out between yourself, because that's really the only person that can talk yourself through it. A pill that you're going to take that's going to give you a ton of more side effects, I feel like isn't going to help me. But other people, it might be different and it might work for you. And whatever works, I say go for it because that's what you need. But I would just have to say for myself, or any of you all out there who are dealing with it, realizing what is important and looking at the bigger picture has helped me. Now, that might kind of seem like really like cheesy and oh yeah, whatever. But honestly, that's how I've had to deal with it. I've tried to sit there and, you know, read books and do all this, but honestly, no matter how many books you read, it's easy to just kind of like read it in your mind and then brush it off and not even remember what you read about it. So I will have to say, for example, if I'm in a situation where I am anxious and I don't know what's going to happen and I don't know what's going on, I look at the bigger picture and I'm like, okay, I'm alive, I'm healthy. Okay, what's the situation? School. Okay, we can figure it out. Like, I just have to break it down step by step, write it down, put it in a journal, just anything to just process it. For some reason, writing stuff down and like organizing it makes it easier for me. So if there's a situation, I need to break down the situation, what's going on, you know, what's the bigger picture? Is this really a huge issue, or is it just something that I'm just anxious about for no reason? And another thing is, can you change it? If you cannot change whatever the situation is, there is no reason to be anxious about, and just remind yourself that. You can't change it, so what's the point of being anxious about it? Worry about something else that is important and that is for your future and, you know, something dealing with yourself. If you can change it, well then make that step. Change it for the positive and be done with it. Don't be worried about it any more than you have to. And that is just something that has helped me. I'm not really saying this as, oh, you need to do this to help you, but if you're somebody out there that doesn't know what to do in this time and you just need anything or any type of help, that is something that helps me. Write it down and organize it. Tell yourself, can you change it? Can you not change it? What the situation is and what is really important. You need to remember you're alive, you're healthy. Whoever is watching this, you are alive, your heart is beating, there's a reason you're on this earth, and you have to remember that. These little things that is going on, say there's a test coming up and you get anxious about it, just remember the bigger picture. Yes, it's a test. Wow, if you mess up, okay, you can retake it. If you can retake it, you can get a better score. If you don't get a better score, retake it again. If you can't retake it, well then get over it. That's it. You know, your life moves on. There's bigger things and you're going to have a ton more success, and all these little things are not going to matter. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. Anxiety is such a popular thing, but it's also a very serious thing. I have dealt with it. And it is not fun. It is not fun at all. There are going to be people that you are going to say you have anxiety, you're anxious, and they're not going to understand what you're going through. But you have to remember there's a ton of us that are going through the same things. If you ever need to ask me any questions or just want to rant or you're feeling anxious about something, let me know and I will help you as much as I can. I'm not a professional, but it's easier to talk it out with people who are going through the same thing. And I did want to mention an app that has helped me tremendously, and it is called 7 Cups of Tea. A YouTuber that I watch, Kaylin Nicholson, she actually mentioned it, and I went on it, and it is just a chat room for if you're feeling lonely, if you just want to share your story. If, for example, if you woke up and you feel anxious about something, you can type in there and people just help you. It's anonymous. You're not going to know who it is. They're not going to know you. But they just help you. You know, if you're going through something, they could be going through it and telling you how to deal with it. And it's just amazing just to like rant and get it off your chest for someone who doesn't even know who you are. So they're not going to pick sides or make you feel bad. You can even do a one-on-one if you don't want to do a chat room. It is just awesome. So I would definitely recommend it for anxiety, or if you're having depression, there is also a separate chat room for that. So I just wanted to talk to you all about this, just because it's something I deal with, and if there's anyone out there that I can touch base with that's going through the same thing, then that's what matters. So I love you guys so much. I know I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but if you want to, please comment down below any questions randomly about me, about my channel, about life, or if you want to talk about something in the next Coffee with Kenzie, like a subject or something to bring up or talk about, or just something that's getting on your nerves or that you have stress or anxiety over. Also, if you're watching this right now, go on your Instagram and take a picture with your coffee or comfy clothes and hashtag Coffee with Kenzie. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below your video suggestions and please subscribe. Also, be on the lookout for a ton of vlogs for Dallas. I am going to BeautyCon. Woo! And I'm so excited. So I hope to see some of you all there. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!